He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
The 9-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
It's now fourth and goal.
So on fourth down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And on the return, the Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10.
Check. Cross.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Intercepted by
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 21-yard touchdown run, and the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cohen now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bears take over first and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down and 4, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
46-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jarvis Landry. Incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
For the Browns.
Dancing away at the 35. 17-0 our score after 1.
The score, Browns 17. Bears nothing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Now Foles. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Check, 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 check. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Patterson on the carry. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Be alert, be alert. Watch 56. Watch the screen. Pass.
third down. It's Patterson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 20. Six officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead.
And all the way in, Cleveland. David Njoku, 74 yards, and the Browns add on to their lead. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Browns 24, Bears 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Burns there on the coverage.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
On the play. It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Rolling to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Javon Wims, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd
So
and 10.
following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Patterson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Foles. And the catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Got a man open. It's Wims. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. 11 yards there, 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Foles able to find Harris, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 16. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 27.
Kareem Hunt, an even 90 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Let's go! Mike 50, Mike 50.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brings up third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 50. Check 50. He's coming. Nike 18. He's coming. Double up.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Bears. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Patterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 43-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Foles. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll roll him out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And now off to the races down the right side. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And the punt team on now as this one sent away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Check, check, 59. Check, 59.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll run again with Hilliard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Bears 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Trevor Davis now to return. He spins free. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 32 that time.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. 30, 10, 5. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this showing really not a good one on either side of the ball, but still 3 more preseason games to follow and a lot to play for here for the guys on the field now as they're hoping to secure that roster spot.
Check. Check hot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
At the 26.
The tackle there by Marquis Christian.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10.
Mayfield on the keeper.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
Yard line.
180. 59. So don't say nothing.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on up. Mike 50, Mike.
And they take a knee.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
And they will take a knee here.
Foles on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
You got 3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Foles on the keeper.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
So we got man.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards on the game there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Bears
A
3.
big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.